Bonsoir, and welcome back to Tea Time with Esme and Boo. I'm Esme. This is Boo. I spent all afternoon pretending to read Gothic poetry. She spent all afternoon pretending she doesn't shed. Boo insists she's cultivating an air of mystery. I insist it's dust. Touché. Tonight, Boo is not just my co-host. She's my familiar. She, of course, prefers catnip to blood. Though, between us, she's lost one of her fangs, or as she insists, her fangled tooth. She says it makes her mysterious. I say it makes her whistle. She'll be making sure I don't drink anything too alive. They say a good familiar mirrors your true nature, which explains why I require frequent naps and find existential comfort in smoked fish. Speaking of dark delights, let's see what's steeping tonight. Tonight's guest is dramatic. Red as a velvet curtain, tart as a snide remark. Just waiting to make an entrance. Hibiscus, or as I like to call it, vampire's brew. Bold, tart, unapologetically red. The kind of tea that could double as stage blood in an amateur vampire play. Boo approves. She says it looks like her soul. If green tea is the fresh-faced ingenue, and black tea is the brooding romantic lead, then hibiscus is the villain, the one who steals the scene and always gets the better wardrobe. Boo, of course, prefers her victims decaffeinated. She's in it for the ambiance. It's like watching a sunset dissolve into a teacup. The scent? Sharp, floral, a little wild. The taste? Bright and sour, like cranberries that read poetry and decided to get dramatic. It doesn't tiptoe into your cup. It swoops in, cape first. All tang, no apologies. Boo says it tastes like revenge served politely. It's the kind of tea that doesn't just wake you up, it judges you for sleeping. Of course, every good villain comes with a backstory. It goes by many aliases. In Egypt, it's karkadé. In Mexico, agua de jamaica. In the Caribbean, it's the ruby heart of a summer afternoon. Everywhere it goes, it leaves a little lipstick stain on the world. Fun fact, across cultures, hibiscus has been both a drink of celebration and of caution. In some places, it's said to symbolize transformation and feminine power. In others, passion that can't quite behave itself. And while it's rumored to lower blood pressure, it looks exactly like blood, which feels ironic. Boo says it's just efficient. She also says if I start craving type O, she's leaving. So, what do we learn from a tea like this one? Tonight's tea isn't the gentle type. It looks you straight in the eye and maybe raises an eyebrow while it's at it. Maybe that's the point. Even something sharp and crimson can have a gentle heart underneath. There's something about hibiscus. It doesn't ask to be liked. It's not comforting or quiet. It's beauty with a bite. Maybe that's what makes it honest. Not everything that heals you has to be soft. Sometimes what we need most isn't sweetness, it's contrast. A reminder that even the prettiest things can leave a mark. Boo says that's dramatic. I say it's Tuesday. And since I'm already feeling philosophical, let's see what our viewers are brooding about tonight. Tonight's question comes from Dan in New Jersey. It says here that Dan is a tech consultant, a lover of smooth jazz, and apparently he's the kind of man who stirs his tea counterclockwise, deliberately. Dan asks, "How do you keep from being drained by dramatic people?" Well, Dan, you don't. You just learn to brew them at a lower temperature. Let them steep until the bite becomes brightness. Boo suggests hissing, which is also effective. Wise words, Boo. And with that, our cup is nearly empty. Every brew has its end, even the dramatic ones. So, whether you call it hibiscus or vampire's brew, it's proof that sometimes drama belongs in your teacup, not your life. Thank you for joining us for this Crimson ritual. May your evenings be restful, your reflections sharp, and your tea delightfully unsettling. This has been Tea Time with Esme and Boo. Remember, the tea is temporary, but the drama is forever. If you enjoyed this Crimson Little interlude and Boo's tragic backstory, please like the video, subscribe for more tea-fueled musings, and tell us in the comments. If you were to brew your essence into a tea, what color would it be? Crimson, like hibiscus? Gold, like chamomile? Or something so mysterious it's just clear? Boo says hers would be black and slightly judgmental.